Engineers generally, though, the Corps of Engineers generally agreed with the findings, but said the report doesn't emphasize enough the dangerous environment in which the work was being done. Aren't they part of the Army? A lawyer for the United States Marshal Service improperly used federal vehicles and on-duty deputies to escort him to World Series games, the Super Bowl, and other major sporting events where he freelanced and moonlighted as a part-time statistician for Fox Sports. According to a report made public this week by the Inspector General of the Justice Department. The lawyer, Joe Band, also arranged for deputy marshals to provide visual escorts for Fox Sports announcers at 2 World Series games in 2007 and an NFL playoff game in Super Bowl in 2008. The broadcasters identified as Tim McCarver, Joe Buck, and Troy. The, of course, irony is that Band has a job at the Marshal's Service, at the Office of General Counsel, and his job is advising employees on matters of ethics and integrity. But the report found he repeatedly committed ethical violations. Well, he should know. You want the guy who knows how to violate the ethics rules, go to the ethics advisor. Fox hasn't paid the Marshal Service back, has it? Call the IRS. The U.S. food supply is at the risk of being invaded by unapproved imports of genetically modified crops and livestock, according to the Inspector General of the Agriculture Department. The report said the U.S. Department of Agriculture does not have an import control policy to regulate imported genetically modified animals, or accuracy for that matter. The Inspector General's office recommended the department develop an overall control policy for all genetically modified imports and develop and implement a strategy to monitor crop and livestock development in other nations. Never too late. The department continues. More from the Inspector General. The Office of the Defense Department's Inspector General said it had found no wrongdoing in a Pentagon public relations program that made use of retired military officers working as military analysts for television and radio networks. This was prompted by articles in the New York Times that described the Pentagon effort to transform a group of high-profile network military analysts into, quote, surrogates or message force multipliers. The report dismissed as merely a personal view an email message written by a senior public affairs official at the Pentagon that urged her superiors to cultivate that group of military analysts, quote, that we can count on to carry our water. The report also said it couldn't find that the Pentagon had violated the law against government agencies propagandizing citizenry because of the vagueness of the definition of propaganda. And finally, it's almost as vague as the Geneva Convention prohibition against outrages upon human dignity that so bewildered still President Bush. And finally, in the news of the Inspector General, a former Justice Department official entrusted with enforcing civil rights laws refused to hire lawyers whom he labeled as commies. He transferred another attorney for allegedly writing in, quote, Ebonics, benefiting from, quote, an affirmative action thing. That's according to the Justice Department's. Stay with me now, Inspector General. The Department's Inspector General concluded that Bradley J. Schlossman violated civil service laws and made false statements about his activities in Congress when he denied politicizing appointments. Federal prosecutors declined to pursue a criminal perjury case against him. I guess that was good perjury, not criminal perjury. Over 3 years in which he controlled employment decisions at the Civil Rights Division, Schlossman favored young conservatives for entry-level jobs, transferred those he called right-thinking Americans into top assignments, and instructed his colleagues that, quote, adherents of Mao's little red book need not apply, according to the email cited in the report. Authorities, these were all career positions, not political positions, that he discovered. Of the 112, analysts determined that nearly all of the lawyers whose political affiliations were known at the time had ties to Republican or conservative legal groups.